Under the leadership of Mayor Daniela Levine Cava is moving swiftly to expand COVID-19 vaccine distribution to protect our community and move our economy forward. Vaccine supplies are currently extremely limited, and as the state provides more vaccines to the county, we are working hard to distribute them as fast as possible. Register for vaccine updates and get more information at miamidade.gov/vaccine. Get vaccinated, Miami-Dade County. It's our best shot for a strong, healthy community.
Good morning. It's Tuesday and it's 11 a.m., which means it's time for the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM, where we present live weekly performances in the WDNA Jazz Gallery and feature students, faculty, and alumni from Florida International University's School of Music. I'm your host today and FIU faculty Dr. Russ Spiegel, and along with our producer, Dr. Karen Velaz, we'd like to welcome you to our show. Whether you're listening to us at home, in your car, or live on WDNA.org/FIU, we are delighted to have you with us. Today, we are pleased to feature the Ruben Caban Quartet, featuring FIU faculty, adjunct faculty Ruben Caban on trombone, Mike Eckroth on piano, also FIU faculty, and we have Agustin Conti on the bass and Waldo Madera on drums. Born in Puerto Rico, trombonist Ruben Caban has toured and or recorded as a sideman and soloist with an array of internationally renowned artists in a variety of genres such as Frankie Valli, John Cicada, Raul Di Blasio, Ed Caillet, Nicole Henry, Diane Schur, Randy Brecker, Herbie Hancock, Arturo Sandoval, and Iris Sullivan, along with Nestor Torres, the OJs, Giovanni Hidalgo, and Paquito de Rivera, and I cut the list short here. He is also part of Ed Caillet's 2015 Latin Grammy Award-winning album. Ed Caillet presents Mam Blue, and many more. Ruben attended the University of North Florida, where he studied jazz trombone and studio performance, and obtained his master's degree in jazz performance at Florida International University, studying trombone and jazz theory with jazz greats such as Michael Orta, Dante Luciani, John Fedchuk, Andy Martin, Wyclef Gordon, Bob McChesney, Bunky Green, Herbie Hancock, Bill Prince, Gary Campbell, Nicky Orta, and Brian Lynch. Also a very notable and noble group of people to be studying from. Good morning to you, Ruben.
How you doing?
All right. So what are you going to be playing for us to start off our show?
We're going to do one of my original compositions entitled What About You and Me from my first album back in 2018, Shafted.
Wonderful. The Ruben Caban Quartet. Ruben, I have some questions for you.
Hi, Russ. Shoot away, please.
Oh, thank you. Good morning to you. So you mentioned you were born and raised in Puerto Rico, if I understood that correctly. Can you tell us a little about your musical background and how you found the trombone as your instrument of choice?
Completely, absolutely accidental.
As it often is, actually.
Yes, who would have thought? Okay, being Puerto Rican, the trombone it's like attached to our culture. Salsa music uses this a lot. So I came up as a young lad listening to the old New York guys, Buddy Rogers and Fania All Star, but not thinking about the fact that it was a trombone. When I was around 10 or 11, I actually wanted I chose a saxophone to play. And my band director said, no, you have trombone lips. You should play trombone.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, okay. But I didn't know that a trombone, what it was called. I thought the trombone was a tuba. So I was like, no. Until he went to the office and he took it. I'm like, oh, that thing that Buddy Rogers and Willie Colon play. Okay, I can get into that. And that kind of, that's pretty much how it started off.
Fantastic. And so when you were coming up, you were probably taking private lessons, or were you playing already in bands?
I will tell you the truth. I was self-taught. Basically, after my band director, Dr. Bob Conger, showed me how to put it together and how to make sounds. I never had a private lesson until I got to college, actually. So it was a lot of listening, and I was transcribing before I knew what a transcription was. I was just trying to copy what I hear.
Which brings me to my next question. Who were you listening to? Who were your big influences?
So many, and it came in stages. Like I told you first, my first taste of the sound was Willie Colon, Buddy Rogers, Reynaldo Jorge. And then when I was 14 years old, I'm from Orlando, so Carl Fontana came to do a concert with UCF. And my sister, being also a musician, she's a cellist actually, she was on the orchestra, and they told her to tell me to go check this guy out. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. I sit in there and I hear Carl play, and I was just, oh my God. And of course, from once I opened that Pandora's box of jazz trombone, and the next guy was, of course, J.J. Johnson, which we just finished playing his theme, Shortcake.
Right.
One of my favorite tunes,
right.
man. And it's whatever I can get my hands on, whether it's trombone players, guitar players, sax players. I just, I like to constantly be listening to everything and anything.
Right, and you're also composing as well and creating your own pieces.
I try to.
All right. So can you tell us a little bit about your time, because you're also been teaching, I think, at FIU for 5 years, you mentioned to me before.
Yeah,
What are you looking for in your students, and what do you try to impart to them?
Well, ideally, we want them to work as hard as we do, or more. But I'm looking for somebody that's willing to students are willing to put in the work and are responsible. They don't come at the last second with 1,000 excuses of why they didn't prepare. We want to get them ready for the real world, but they've got to come with that head already kind of set in a way. Responsibility, punctuality, and just the main thing, being prepared.
Great. And speaking of being prepared, I know at least some of these musicians you're working with today, you've worked with for quite a while. How do you put together your band?
Whew, that's a long one. Well, let's see. Me and Agustin go back sometime, back to our grad school days over at FIU. Waldo, since you got into town, actually before he even moved into town, he came and sat in with the Miami Big Sound Orchestra. And I just said, yeah, this guy's solid. Yeah, I like this guy. And I just like the guy. He plays okay. So yeah, he's nice and shiny today. And of course, it's a privilege to have Mike. It's wow, man. Thank you. Thank you for coming out and doing this, man.
Right. And one last question before we get back to the music is where else can people hear you and your music?
Well, Locally, although I do a lot of private engagements, I'm usually over at Glass and Vine a lot. I think this coming season I have a lot of Wednesdays that I should be there from about 6 to 9, something like that. It's a nice open air kind
It
of place.
might be Thursdays because I'm usually there on Wednesdays.
There might be Thursdays. I gotta check my calendar again. Maybe we can swap out.
We'll talk about that.
That'll be great. But also, you can check out our music. We're on all the platforms. My previous album, Shafted. Take your pick, whichever is your favorite one.
Right.
Got some of these guys, and I'm working on a new one, hopefully for 2023, entitled "To the Power of 7." I like the mini large ensemble setup, 3 horns and a rhythm section with some Latin stuff in there.
Fantastic.
That's gonna be really cool when it comes out.
All
I'm
right,
looking forward
and
to that.
speaking of which, you've got a tune for us that you're going to be playing now before our break, and that's going to be?
Let's do Aisha by McCoy Tyner.
The Ruben Caban Quartet. You're listening to the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM with the Ruben Caban Quartet. We'll be right back after these messages. This week, the FIU School of Music will be hosting the following concert. Thursday, December 16th, there will be Beethoven's birthday concert at 8 p.m. at the Wertheim Concert Hall. The Friends of Chamber Music of Miami, in partnership with the FIU School of Music, present a concert in celebration of Beethoven's birthday featuring the esteemed Enos Quartet. For this and many more exciting events, you can find information at fiuuniversitytickets.com or MusicTix, that's T-I-X, at fiu.edu. And now back to our show with the Ruben Caban Quartet. Woo! Amazing. Great stuff. I'm going to close out the show prematurely so that we can get back to the music. You've been listening to the Ruben Caban Quartet with Mike Eckroth, Augustine Conti, and Waldo Madera on the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM. I've been your faculty host, Russ Spiegel, and along with our producer, Karen Velaz, I'd like to thank our production crew of sound and tech magician, Alex Aldrich, and our video assistant and FIU grad student, Najee McLean, and the staff of WDNA for 88.9 for today's broadcast. If you would like more information on all our programs, make sure to call 305-348-2896, or you can like our Facebook page, FIU School of Music, and on Instagram, FIU Music, to stay up to date with all our upcoming performances. Thank you so much for joining us, and make sure to join the Music Hour for more great music every Tuesday, 11 a.m. to noon. We will be taking a break from live broadcasts during the holidays, but we will be back in January. Until then, we wish you all a fantastic holidays and a great new year. And we have one last tune, I think, that Ruben and his band are going to play for us. And what might that be?
This is one of my original compositions entitled E.T. A little bit of a fusion.
I wonder what that means.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Right, exactly. Minute left if you want to play something quick. That seems a little challenging.
That's the ending.
Miami-Dade County, under the leadership of Mayor Daniela Levine Cava, is moving swiftly to expand COVID-19 vaccine distribution to protect our community and move our economy forward. Vaccine supplies are currently extremely limited, and as the state provides more vaccines to the county, we are working hard to distribute them as fast as possible. Register for vaccine updates and get more information at miamidade.gov/vaccine. Get vaccinated, Miami-Dade County. It's our best shot for a strong, healthy community.